Hey everyone, this is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to do a reading, an energy reading, to tell you about the what I've been feeling, and then I have my tarot deck here. So I wrote down some notes of things that I have been feeling that I knew was for the collective. Um, I've gotten the feeling of patriotism lately, like red, white, and blue has been coming forward. And just freedom is what I've been getting. I've been getting eagle symbolism representing freedom, and also loyalty and just like patriotism. Founding fathers has come forward. So, like that foundational building blocks of something big. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm getting like you're preparing for something big. We're preparing for something very large. Okay. So the founding fathers, um, they literally built what this country was to be made off of, which was the right to freedom. Like just being in this country means freedom, right? And so I'm feeling that patriotic feeling of going back to the roots, going back to the root, the reason, the whole purpose, right? I'm also getting New York City, like Laszlo would say it from What We Do in the Shadows. New York City. And then the song New York by Alicia Keys came into my head, which I'm not going to even try to hit those high notes, so don't worry. I also got all of this information on the solar eclipse yesterday. The solar eclipse was very interesting. We couldn't see it in the northern North America. We couldn't see it properly. So we just had to be aware of it basically because it was like 1:30 to about 3 o'clock where I was. And so during that time, I was very aware of where I was and what was happening and the energy of everything. And it was calmer and smoother than I thought it was. And I know that this solar eclipse is about release. Um, I'm really getting a very odd energy right now. I am not sure why. I'm going to pause the video. No, that doesn't feel right. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving on. And I think that's part of the message is, yes, you may feel weird energy at this time, but you just got to keep going. Okay, you just got to keep going. You could sit there and go into analysis paralysis, but that's not going to help you get to where you're going. Actually, the whole point is to move, to keep moving forward. Okay. So I also got God's Siren. And there's a song I listened to a reader on YouTube named Magnetize Yourself, and the reader's name is Infinity. And she started putting out songs that she's created. And there's one song called New York, or Go On to New York, by Infinity. And so you can get her on Spotify. I'm not like I get nothing from telling you about her, but it might resonate with you if you're resonating with this video and the message and you've been feeling these things that I've been describing, then that song may be for you. Because if you're connected to me and I feel very connected to that reader and her messages and the songs she's put out, so maybe because of that connection, something will resonate. But yeah, Songs by Infinity, Go On to New York. It talks about a siren's call. So there just seems to be like things lining up that I'm noticing. So I truly feel that when I feel the energy of giving a message to you guys, that it is all part of the energy I've been feeling, and that's what I'm supposed to be relaying to you. I also have been wearing a lot of hematite lately. It's just that it's the magnetic stone that you find in those gemstone stores. And yeah, and I have been, yeah, look, I even wore 2 bracelets today with the hematite on it. So there's something about hematite, that magnetic, magnify yourself or magnetize yourself. See, there's that magnetic reference again. Being a siren, which I know sirens have a negative connotation to it when it comes to like mythology and stuff, that they call you in just to destroy you, basically. So this doesn't feel like that. This feels like a siren's call, that just to get your attention, just to be like, hey, over here, let's go, that kind of siren's call. There's something here too about getting your thoughts clear, making sure that what you're thinking and feeling is your own and not being influenced by someone else. It's making sure that you are solid enough in yourself that when you make a decision, you stand by it. And if you're making it from a place that you feel good about, that you are from your heart, making it from a place from your heart, from your truth, from your authenticity, and there's people or things butting up against that decision, stand firm. Okay, stand firm. Strength. I'm getting lions here for strength. Several cards came out. I'm gonna they came out kind of like this. So the first card is the Star. The next card is, I'm getting bingo vibes here. The next number is B52. We've got 5 of Pentacles. We've got 2 of Cups. And we have Temperance. Okay. So let me feel into that energy. I'm going to put my notes to the side now. Also, I'm being reminded to tell you that I've been working on a solar plexus channeled art series where basically I tune into the solar plexus chakra for the collective and I channel art on with paint and on canvas. So I've put out 3 parts. They're just little 1-minute videos, sped up quite a bit, so that you can see what is forming and the process that I've gone through and how things change depending on the energy I feel while I'm painting. So right now it's at a place where I have to just trust. I do feel the energy coming for my next session. Right now it is a hot mess. And I think that is part of what I'm feeling with the collective is our solar plexes are being rearranged. And so you may have stomach issues going on at this time, or even indigestion. So if you feel like your solar plexus is a mess, you don't feel like you're fully in your power, but you're more powerful than you used to be, right? I feel that you have wisdom that's being kind of overlooked because there's so much going on in your solar plexus. There's so much going on. You've really climbed mountains here. In fact, you've climbed so high, I feel that part of the issue is you're not grounded. So there was a message there of being grounded, staying grounded, connecting with nature. There was also a message of infinite wisdom and trusting that you have everything that you need already inside of you. In other words, you know exactly how your life is going to go. Think about that. Think about that. Think about watching a mouse look for the cheese in a maze, right? You see where the cheese is. You know the routes that the mouse is supposed to take. And every time they take a wrong turn, you're like, no, 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 go this way, you know? And that's kind of what our spirit team is doing. They can't directly push you. You have to make the decision, but they are rooting for you and they're guiding you, but you have to be the one to be listening and focusing in on it, okay? I don't know if someone lost a pet recently or your pet is might be in some bad health and they're really on your mind. Um I'm just getting that they if it is a pet in bad health, it feels like it may be their time. Please don't take that if it doesn't resonate. But there's something here about your pet was one of God's creatures. Your pet was one of God's creatures. I just keep hearing that. And like there's something special, a special bond I feel. And if they leave, if it's their time, then the bond that y'all like it's almost I feel this like you're ready. You're ready to do this. You can do it. It's like they taught you something. Your pet taught you something very important. And about yourself and about love and about life. And so if it is their time, they're trying to say they've taught you and you've learned what they were trying to teach you. Okay? Okay. I just realized like tarot is down here. I felt very distracted by the painting and that message from someone's pet. Okay, so with the star, I feel a feminine Aquarius here. I feel flashes of light. This could be a siren's call. Um man, there's just something here about lights being on you to shine on you in a physical real world way, like actual lights being on you, shining on you for attention. This could be on a stage, but I got another like flashlight in your face. So there's something here someone might be going through an interrogation or an investigation. There's definitely like digging or research I'm feeling, like finding things out, investigating things, people, questioning people. There's a lot of emotions I feel involved in this situation, a lot of tension, and a lot of lack mindset. I'm feeling a lot of lack mindset, a lot of worries and doubts and fears in this situation. And the lights are being shined onto you. Sorry about that. So I do feel that it's requiring you to be in your power. That's probably why I felt so strongly to describe the solar plexus energy I was feeling. This is requiring you to be in your power. It feels very vulnerable, I'm feeling, with the nudity in this card. There's this feeling of vulnerability, of judgments, of just this. I feel positive attention on you and negative attention on you. I'm getting like a cake tower here or a tree of life symbolism. I'm getting like a 3-tier cake or a 2-tier cake with like a topping on top. This could be of anything. I'm feeling that you spent good money on it. So it's for something important like a wedding or like a big like 80th birthday party or like a retirement party, a big deal. It's a big deal. So it feels like you're celebrating something, but you don't, okay, that's so interesting. I usually don't get the feeling of celebrating and paying big money, but then coming from a lack mindset. So there is something here about, it's almost like you have something to pay for and it's a big deal and you're coming at it from a lack mindset. Okay, which doesn't feel good. I do feel that this lack mindset is possibly influenced by other energies around you. Okay, Spirit's saying move on from that. 2 of Cups coming here and the Temperance coming here. I'm getting this feeling of being very floaty outside of my body almost. I just had the feeling like I wanted to cry, like I felt lost, unsure. And so I am getting to ground, to touch the ground, to connect with nature. There's also a connection here with the 2 of Cups. There's a connection being made. And I'm noticing both feet are on the ground, but the masculine entity in this picture, he's got one foot ready to step forward. So it feels like someone may want to come towards you with what? There's not even it. Okay, this feels like, 2 things coming together at the exact same speed. But it feels like one may be, yeah, one feels like they're waiting and one feels like they're moving forward. So it's almost like one person's made it to that point and the other one's catching up. Okay, that's what I feel. But I also feel 2 energies coming together at the exact same time. Almost, I guess that's divine timing. That feels like it's happening exactly at the moment it's supposed to happen. So even though this person or thing is waiting over here for this other one to come to it, that moment of meeting is happening at the right moment, at the most correct moment. And with Temperance coming out here, this is a reminder of patience and moderation, balance, almost like resting. This is trusting in things working beyond what you're capable of understanding. Okay. Okay, so my charms were calling me. It's a lot. Like, guys, so many charms. I love it. I love the abundance of charms. They make me happy. All right, we've got 1. I'm feeling 5. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay. So we've got the Santa charm. So this feels like a childlike belief that you may have, that isn't necessarily true, or that needs to be relooked at. A childhood belief that needs to be relooked at, okay? We've also got the ducky, the big dice with a ducky in it. So I'm going to roll that. We've got 4, the number 4, which has been showing up a lot lately for me. The 4 months from now would be January. Maybe the 4th of the month is significant. Maybe someone's birth date is on the 4th. I'm also feeling 4 days, 4 hours, 4 weeks. Could be the 4th month, April. That is significant to you. I've also got this purple, just little button-like thing. And yeah, that's what it feels like to me, a button. So there's something about pushing a button. This could be pushing someone's buttons. But to me, it feels like, oh, I'm getting almost like Morse code here. So again, there's a message trying to be delivered to you or coming forward. Some kind of, I'm getting like the typical SOS, save our ship. So it's water, emotions. You feel like you're drowning in emotions. Feels like you want to reach out for help. So I'm getting wintertime, but also that duck. Ducks are very calm up top, very below the surface, right? So ducks are almost like, it feels like an iceberg. Like you only see what's above the water, but below is so much grander. So there's almost like a lot of exploration to be done, deeper exploration of yourself, of your interactions, of your relationships, of your wants and desires. I'm getting fall time with this orange star. Orange being the sacral chakra. Oh, and I said star, but it's actually a flower? Huh. Star power. um, There's something of an innocence here that I'm feeling. So yeah, something about childhood. I'm getting like little toys. Almost like the toys that like a little girl would play with. But that doesn't mean you had to be a little girl, but just little trinkets and like little decorations for Barbies and dolls and stuff like that. I've got the subitizing dice, which I always describe as the dice that helps you to learn patterns of dots in order to associate that with the quantity of a number. So we know what 3 looks like with dots. We know what 6 looks like. We all have that pattern memorized. Okay, so there's something here about youth, young, inner child. Spirit's wanting me to challenge myself and go a little bit deeper here with this. My instinct is to want to pause the camera. They're telling me not to, so thank you for being patient through this. I'm seeing like a little... I don't know. I can't tell if it's a boy or girl. It could be either. But they're tugging on their parents' like legs. So they're very young. And saying, "Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy." What are the parents looking at? It's like they're looking away at something. You're trying to get their attention and they're looking away. I see the dad look down at you and then look back to what he was focused on before. So it feels like an important event. I almost feel more than a few legs now. So it's almost like they're looking at something happening. It feels like the 50s or 60s. This feels like a memory, but I also feel that I'm tapping into the childhood. Just the childhood. This is that epitome of wanting to get your parents' attention to show them something and them not, it feels like a rejection of not feeling important enough because they were choosing something else over you. Even though what they were choosing probably was really important. Because it feels bigger than you, but you didn't know that because all you can see are their legs and the fact that they're all looking away from you. So there is a parent wound here about not feeling worthy of attention because your parents may have not given you the attention, or they showed attention to something else instead of you. So you may be someone who has kind of wanted to hide their whole life because you felt like you were a bother. Okay, so let me roll this. Did I roll this dice? Yeah, okay. Well, I got the number 5. And look, I knew that was 5 without counting because I learned that formation of dots is the number 5. You see what I'm saying? I'm also getting hexagon here. Not hexagon, pentagon. Pentagon. 5 sides, pentagon. So the fact that all of these shapes are pentagons on this dice, and we landed on the 5, and a pentagon has 5 sides. So there's that synchronicity. The number 5 is for change, adventure, disruption, a challenge, just something that's abrupt, that's in the way, or it feels like an obstacle or something you have to overcome. Okay. That's all I'm getting from the charms, you guys. So I'm going to stop there. I do want to end on a Bob Ross cards because these always make me feel so good. I love them. They're just so cool. They're playing cards, but they have a message on them. And so I like to see the ones that I get. Okay. We want to end the reading, and we've got 3 cards coming out here. 5 of diamonds, 2 of clubs, and 3 of clubs. So there's another 5, you guys. So there's 5, 5, 5, 5. You may be seeing 5s. If you have been, let me know by liking this video or commenting. That way I know if there are people out there that actually resonate with this. I felt the need to do one more card, and one came out. So, whoa. Oh, it's a queen, but it's a queen of spades. But that Q really threw me off. I wasn't sure. I was looking, and then it looked like a flame. So there could be fire signs out here. Talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do. So a lot of people think talent is natural. If you feel drawn to something and you want to be talented at it, all it takes is practice. Okay. The 5 of diamonds says painting will bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. That's so sweet. And I noticed it's autumn time in the background. This is not something you should labor over or worry about. Enjoy it. If painting does nothing else, it should make you happy. And then we just show you how, but you make the decisions. When you have this much power, you have to make big decisions. So someone has been communicating with spirit and asking questions and have been getting answers, which has been forcing you to choose. Okay, no wonder the Two of Cups came. Whenever there's a two, feels like a choice. Yep, that's it, you guys. I'm going to end there. I know it was a little bit clunky and weird. At least that's what I'm feeling. I don't really know until I listen back. A lot of times I'm really critical of the energy that I'm feeling, but that's the energy that I'm feeling. When I listen back, I'm like, oh, that's not what I thought it sounded like. So, yeah, much love and light to you guys. And until next time. Hopefully, I'll have my other camera back soon. I do plan on finishing the solar plexus painting very soon. And so that's when I can change the angle. All right. Bye, guys.